I like it when two early 2000 icons that got married and then had or were together and got separated because of the paparazzi get back together and say, fuck you to society by getting married 20 years later. That's awesome. You know what we should do, Chris? A whole episode on Bennifer.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, it's another wonderful, stupendous episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we are going into the Bennifer universe. Yes, because finally. For some reason, finally, I don't know why we've never been with Bennifer, hanging out with the Bennifer, Ben Affleck. Going to be honest, Ben Affleck is actually one of my favorite actors. I don't know why.
He's very, very attractive.
Is it because I don't think he's attractive? You know what it is? It's like I see Ben Affleck and I'm like, that's a dude I could have a couple beers with, hang out with, and have a good conversation with, and not super cheese over him. You know,
maybe that's it. Maybe that is it. That could be it.
I think that's it. And plus he's like the size of what Batman should have been.
Okay. So you're right. You're right. He is very Batman looking, I would say.
But I mean, look at these two. Like, if you're on the podcast, of course you can't see. But I mean, this is them, 2002, Bennifer. So today we are going to be. It just so happens this past Friday, both released a movie out. One at the movie theater, and one on Netflix. First, the Netflix movie, The Mother, starring one and only. Is it Jennifer Affleck or is it just still Jennifer
she's doing about Jennifer Lopez or J-Lo if you want to do that. What do you want to do?
All right, and here she is, the one, the only J-Lo.
Now, once the thumb liquefies the eye, it is deftly and immediately replaced by the forefinger. Deep thrust, hooking around, and securing the ocular nerve. Then removing it with such force as to bring with it, by suction, a vital portion of the visual cortex. The part of the brain, as I'm sure you may know, that stores visual memory. Now, the extraordinary element of this move, the genius of it, the absolute poetry of it, is that aside from the obvious wound, one's opponent is left with no memory of anything he has ever seen. Family, friends, nothing. Hence, kaitoy mai. The rip that takes the past.
So that's from Geely. So if you never seen that movie like me.
Okay, I only seen Geely once. I think I saw it back when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the coolest scenes I like ever of Jennifer Lopez. I think I can tell you when we'll talk about her more later because we'll deep dive a little bit and I'll tell you exactly what my favorite movie from Jennifer Lopez which probably was Lucy Possess is also in this movie, who plays her daughter in the movie, but there's nothing for her because she's so young.
She's like what, 12 years old?
Yeah, she's like 12 years old, and everything else was 100% in Spanish.
Yeah.
So I did pass that. But the next one in this, the guy who plays Cruz, good actor. I've seen him in many things before. Awesome. Omari Hardwick.
There is no secret. Just me. I don't follow. Well, I'm a black man from the hood. Most of the guys I came up with are either dead or in jail. I live in the penthouse of my building, above the lawyers and doctors trying to get into my club. See, people take you at face value, Simon. Me, well, I have to transform to meet everyone's expectations constantly. Truth isn't one thing because I'm not one thing. You understand? I take all my experiences and use them to cater to all different kinds of people under one roof. Whether it's the black professional athlete ordering his next bottle of Ciroc, or whether it's the Wall Street motherfucker getting blackout drunk on the company's dime, I understand him. I get him. And because I get him, I get him. And because I get him, I get rich.
That's from Power.
That's from Power. A really good show. It was a really great show. Look at Facebook. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to say, buddy. Anyway, now, also on this movie, a guy, I was trying to look for one of the scenes from, of course, the wonderful Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, sure.
Actor. He talks so quietly. I didn't want to work you.
Well, you
would have had to adjust some sounds on that clip. I went through like an hour trying to find clips from. But also in this movie, playing Adrian, Joseph Fiennes, everybody.
Joseph Fiennes, brother of Fiennes, by the way, I mentioned.
Ooh, you know who's Fiennes? You are, Chris. You're Fiennes.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
Thomas, if I could write the beauty of her eyes, I was born to look in them and know myself.
And her lips?
Her lips? The early morning rose would wither on the branch if it could feel envy.
And her voice, like lark's song?
Deeper, softer. None of your twittering larks. I would banish nightingales from her garden before they interrupt her song.
Oh, she sings too?
Constantly, without doubt, and plays the lute. She has a natural ear and her bosom. Did I mention her bosom?
What of her bosom?
Oh, Thomas. A pair of pippins as round and rare as golden apples.
What a horn dog.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of you back when I met you, man.
Gosh. No. Come on. Dude.
Yeah, you're like, oh, Aunt Jackie from Roseanne's Hot, the Ladybird. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what he said. And also in this movie,
just for a second. Just for a second.
What?
In this movie, you're about to see Edie Falco, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's Edie Falco, though. I mean, like, she's a legend, right?
Yeah,
she's a legend.
Okay.
But so that's why you have to put her in here for her voice. So Edie Falco.
I think we should be friends.
I like to think of friendship as a foundation for dating.
I used to work in narcotics. Like, I'm literally a narc. I don't know that I'm your type.
Why don't you let me worry about that?
We don't have anything in common.
Sure we do.
There's no chemistry.
You sure about that?
I think that's if you were talking to Edie Falco, you'd be the person trying to convince her to be with you like that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And that's from Tommy. It showed that. Now, guys, if you haven't noticed so far, the clips that we are playing are literally from the worst movies that these people have ever been in. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I just realized, too, in the next movie, I'm really upset. But anyway, that is from the movie The Mother.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
We'll talk about that in a bit. The second movie is done, written, produced, directed, made by the entire Robert Rodriguez family.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a little bit,
I have a little bit to say about it, too. A little bit.
Yeah. It's called Hypnotic.
Yeah.
Featuring the one, the only, the man with the plan, the guy who made Batman cool again, he hasn't been cool since Michael Keaton. Let's be honest.
That's cool. You're right. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, Michael Keaton was the coolest Batman, and then since then it was just like a bunch of it. Like, I don't want to say everybody played him badly. I mean, it just went really down slope, though. I mean, if Val Kilmer was probably the best out of them, then you got George Clooney, and then you got Christian Bale. It went,
and then we just lost all our viewers. Just
yeah, and then after that you had Ben Affleck brought it back up, and Robert Pattinson was the one that gave it some more breath. But anyway, we'll talk about that on another episode. Let's talk about the wonderful, the beautiful, the man with the plan. The one that wanted to take Alanis Morissette, Ben Affleck.
What? What did you say?
I said don't talk to me about greed.
No, not about that. You said a guy takes a ship for you. I never said anything about a ship. How'd you know there was a ship?
Said it. You said the real Nick died saving you.
No, I didn't. I said he died. I never said how.
Yes, you did.
No, I never said how. I said he died.
You said he was stabbed.
I said he died. I never said how.
You said he was stabbed. That he took a ship, a knife, a shank, whatever.
How'd she know there was a ship?
Ash?
How'd she know?
So yeah, that's from
What's
Reindeer
in
Games.
the box? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
wrong
a different movie.
Wrong movie.
Yeah, this is Reindeer Games from 2000. Like, I guess
Reindeer Games. Seriously, the worst movie Ben Affleck ever did. Which is so weird because if you look at the people that's in that movie,
yeah, I think Gary Sinise.
it's one of those movies like what's that one that's really bad that has everybody good in it? Burn After Reading.
Oh,
like
well, I like Burn After Reading.
Yeah, nobody else does, dude.
Well.
Sorry, it has like a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, I know it's more. I know it's higher than that, but I think you're thinking of a different movie, like The Count or something. Whatever. Moving on.
Babylon. Let's go Babylon.
I like Babylon too.
That's new.
I like Babylon.
You do. I haven't seen it yet because it's so long and I haven't had the chance to sit down. But like, I again never heard a good thing about it. You know. Yeah, but anyway, also in this movie, the wonderful Alice
Varga.
That's what I said.
Oh,
did you not hear
it? You cut out.
Oh, did I really? I'm sorry. Alice Varga, everybody.
Let's see. Pancreas and kidneys from the diabetes. One went bad outside warranty. Had to go black market on the replacement. Liver, stomach and lungs. Thanks to the Q habit.
Stone.
Black sword door joints. Billion step warranty.
Stone.
Ask me about my lips.
What brand are your lips?
They're all me.
Yeah. About the lips. Yeah.
Yeah. From Repo Man.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that movie?
I didn't see Repo Man. I heard it's good though. Is it good? Or is it terrible?
Man, I wanted it to be better.
Yeah. I think
it's one of those movies that you just wish you just. But also in this movie, the one. Okay, so we got that. Oh. This one was a hard one to find because I knew he was in this show. I tried so hard to find it.
Oh, yeah.
But everything was Mayans MC because he plays the head Mayan in Mayan MC, which is the sequel to Sons of Anarchy, if you don't know people, which is in its final season. But here he is in East, what is it called? East Los.
I think East Los Angeles. I think that's all it is.
Yeah, East Los High.
Yeah.
East Los High. And it is J.D. Pardo.
Camila, listen to me.
Get the hell out of here. It smells bad enough in here without your bullshit.
Don't you get it? I stayed because I can't live without you.
Didn't you ever think about how I'd feel?
I made a mistake, but I'm willing to spend the rest of my life trying to make it up to you.
Well, if we're gonna be together, you can't be running off on me.
Camila, I'm done running.
Yeah, that's from, like you said, East Los Angeles. East Los Angeles. By the way, I thought that movie that you were thinking of, by the way, it's called The Counselor.
Counselor, yes.
Yeah, it has like Michael Fassbender, Philip Cruz, Cameron Diaz, Robert Bardem, Brad Pitt, Rosie Perez, all these people that you think should be great.
It should have been a good movie. I hate movies when you like look at the cast and you're like, oh, good, should have been. Also, this movie, Pell playing Del Rey. Oh, one of my favorite characters in one of the worst movies ever. Oh my God, William
Fichtner.
That's what I said, William Fichtner. Are you cutting out?
You're cutting out.
William Fichtner.
Scorcher today, huh?
Help me.
Christ and a cracker. My apologies. What's that supposed to mean?
It's a symbol of our pact with Lord Satan.
Pact, huh? Ooh. Funny, he's never mentioned you. Whoa, those are fucked. Here, have some water. Oh. Amateurs.
I'm gonna die, ain't I?
Milton's work, I take it.
Yeah. Son of a bitch shot me. Wait, how did you... Who are you?
I'm the accountant.
So Drive Angry.
Drive Angry. Like literally, the movie is crap, but I love that character in it. There's another guy I wanted to do a clip for, and I totally forgot about it because it was so late when I started working on him.
Was it Gail Garcia Bernal? Because that's who I would have picked.
No, it'd have been Jackie Earl Haley because he plays the worst version of Freddy Krueger ever. And I would have done one of the clips from Freddy Krueger. But that movie is called Hypnotic. It's the Robert Rodriguez movie with Ben Affleck that's out at the movie theaters. Yeah. We'll be talking about those two movies here in just a second. Chris, first tell everybody where they can find us.
You can find us online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're at w2mnet.com. Go to w2mnet.com, and that's a podcast that we're a part of. Very cool stuff, all kinds of stuff there about games, wrestling, movies. We're there. They're pretty great. Check them out. Our friend Mark Maddow, which is the network. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/podcast. We're on Twitter, MTS Podcast, on Instagram, MTS Podcast. You guys want to become a patron? Go to patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. Yeah, we have a ton of tiers you can choose there. Also, if you guys want merch with our logo and faces on it, go to bonfire.com, such movies don't suck and some they do. And if you're listening on Facebook, go like that page. You're listening on YouTube, go subscribe. And wherever you find podcasts, wherever you find contacts, you can find movies that don't suck and some they do. Neil, who are we talking about today?
Small businesses. Man, we love helping small businesses out on our podcast. This is literally one of the things we love doing more than anything in the entire world. And today we are going to talk about one that I love right here in the city I live in called Boomtown Tees. Boomtown Tees. You want to see a picture of the outside of this place? Look at this place, dude. It is literally the Tulsa place. If you want to get some cool Tulsa themed t-shirts, this is the place to go.
Is that where you got yours right now?
No, this is actually a wrestling shirt from WrestleMania that I got. Boomtown Tees is locally owned by Michelle and Tony, who also own Boulevard Trash, which is the punk rock place I need to take you to when you come down here. If you guys don't know, Chris used to be a punk rock guitar player. But they also run the Oddities and Curiosities Expo that runs across. Dude, I love that place. It's one of my I go to that every year. It's traveling nationwide now. They hand screen print t-shirts spotlighting Tulsa. Every month they feature a new t-shirt design for only $10. Now, I'm not lying to you. Seriously, right now the t-shirt for this month is this one right here, and that's a $10 tee. You go in there, you pay $10 no matter what your size is. They have all kinds of cool designs like this one here with the Tulsa flag. This is the inside of the store. Sorry. I was going to show you another. There we go. The one in the middle I love the most. This one right here. Life the 918. Yeah, because life is great in the 918 because 918 is a zip code here. And I don't know if you guys know this.
You mean the area code, by the way. Your area code.
Yeah, and the area code. My birthday is literally September 18th.
Nice.
So, the 918 portion that they do is freaking awesome. The Blue Dome District t-shirt. I mean, they got plenty of good, cool shirts. The Living on Tulsa time and stuff like that. Now, they focus heavily on custom screen printing for an array of small businesses around here in Tulsa and Oklahoma. They find it extremely important to support local and support local, shop local and support local as much as you possibly can. If you are interested in getting a quote for a custom order, you can reach out to them and they would love to add you to their ever-growing client list. Now, they are located at 114A South Eline Avenue. Now, let me see that really quick. I think I actually have it, so I can pop it up for you guys right here. There we go. And it is one of my favorite. I have several t-shirts of theirs that are in the other room. I just didn't wear it because I'm going to a concert right after, and I wanted to kind of look like I got a ska band on, which it's not. But you can get them their information at boomtownteestulsa.com, or you can find them on Facebook on facebook.com/boomtowntees. The staff, the people, everyone that works there amazing people. Jen, I know her. I've met her on several occasions because of my buddy Ray and Sandra, and like they're really cool. It's right next to the Max, the 80s theme arcade downtown Tulsa. It's worth it. And man, $10. What's $10 for a t-shirt? $10 is what you pay for one drink at a bar.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So something
I mean,
where a ton of times said, drink once, right? So,
right. So definitely, guys, go to Boomtown Tees. Literally hit them up. If you're in Tulsa, go downtown, look for Boomtown Tees, or again on their website, you can go find them. It is Boomtown Tees, TEES, Tulsa.com. All right, man. Are you ready to talk some movies today?
Yeah, I'll talk about San Diego later because I did go see NoFX's final show in San Diego. Out of control. But
oh, dude, yes, we got to talk about this for 5 seconds. Sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I know you probably want some movie reviews right now, but I got to hear about this. Chris went to NoFX final show ever
in San
Diego, California.
Yeah, the guys breaking up there in their final tour. And they're doing, like, every show is kind of like a festival that has 7 bands. They got tons of food booths. They all kinds of shit up. It's called Punk and Drublic because it's a beer festival, right? And then their last show. And so it was me and my brother got there about 2 o'clock. We got some free beer samples. We watched a few of the bands. And
quick. Really quick. Let me jump in for a half second. If people don't know, Chris's brother is also his twin.
Oh, yeah.
So they are twin guys that look like each other.
Mm-hmm.
His brother looks a more
skinnier.
What's the way I can say this? Yeah, we'll just say like he's had less meals.
Yeah,
there we go.
He doesn't eat as well as I have, but we went down there. It was great because it's San Diego, so it's 65 degrees outside. It's perfect. So we were watching a few bands. We give food. I buy the merch, and then fucking Vandals come on. Who played the show was Urethring, West Addiction, Bomb Pops, Co-Defendants, and then the Vandals, Descendants, and then finally NoFX. So me and Matt,
you got to see the Vandals too.
I got to see the Vandals, and I didn't know how many people love the Vandals. So people love the Vandals. Me and my brother in the middle of the crowd for the Vandals, and it was getting fucking rowdy, dude. And we're like, okay, whatever, right? So we saw the Vandals, and then after the Vandals came on, the Descendants came on, and the Descendants mean a lot of things to a lot of people, right? And that got fucking rowdy as shit. Like it was at the point that
yeah, you're probably gonna, even though like everybody that listens to these bands is like 40 years old plus.
Dude, you got some jacked dude. They have mosh pits, and there's always some jacked asshole there just fucking people up. And this is at Waterfront Park, and it held 10,000 people. It sold out with 10,000 people. And when NoFX,
oh my god,
when NoFX came on, everyone surged forward. I was in the middle, and I got fucking pushed out against the fence, and NoFX started playing. There were people that were, when the surge happened, people were threatening to fucking break backstage. There's a barricade that was about to fall over, and people were, it was fucking violent, dude. And, yeah, and it was fun, though. It was fun, but it was, very dangerous at points. Medics were running everywhere.
Oh, it's like old school concerts.
Yeah.
Right?
Medics were going everywhere. People were crowd surfing and fighting the security guards getting thrown out the back. I did my best, and people were just fucking falling down drunk too, dude. You saw people just fucking vomiting or falling over. And it was fucking dangerous. But me and brother stayed for the whole show, and we got out safely. But it was out of control. Out of control.
All right. So people that are at home listening to the podcast right now, not looking at the vlog, I'm literally sharing pictures that Chris took of him at the NoFX state at the show. Just a couple of them. That's NoFX, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's Fat Mike
with
right
the
there.
green hair and yeah. I mean, I've seen them before, so I know what they look like. You know, it was years and years. We're talking like 2 marriages ago was the last time. Like I saw them. The NoFX flag. I thought that's a good picture. I like that picture. That one's cool. The crowd.
10,000
I got a question though, Chris. I got a question.
Yeah.
Has you and your brother ever taken a selfie before?
Very rarely, but
yeah, I can tell. That is one of the worst selfies I ever seen.
Yeah,
bro.
I know.
I love you. I'll teach you how to take some pictures.
No, it's just Matt didn't want to be on camera. He was just like not about it. So
Oh yeah, well you guys were probably stoned. I'm guessing you're.
I wasn't. Matt, I think Matt may have taken an edible beforehand, but I did not. But
I mean, yeah. See, if I'm going to like a band's last show ever, like, okay, this is better. Maybe you guys need to smile more, man. You guys just look like you're mean bugging every time you guys take a picture.
Oh, just take a picture.
You guys not like each other?
Oh,
I thought you guys liked each other.
We're best friends. But this is their final show in San Diego. They have like another.
I know, but this picture here. Let me just share this. Okay, I'm sorry for the people on the podcast. I'm sure this ain't cool that I'm talking about pictures you can't see, but you guys are just mean bugging in every photo.
That's it.
Like, look at this.
Okay,
you guys like you're mean.
That
bugging,
one right there. That one right
you
there.
look like,
that one right there. The one that you see both of us. That's at Coco Curry. Coco Curry is the place me and my wife ate at in Tokyo every day we were there.
Wow.
Yeah, and they had one in San Diego, so I had to take my brother there, and it's great. But you know what? I think people are tired of hearing about me.
You know what, everybody? If you want to go back and listen, rewind that, you can. I can see there's other people jumping in now. He was talking about the NoFX concert, but you know what, Chris? It's that time. We're doing a movie podcast. Believe me and Chris could sit here and tell stories to each other.
We could
for hours,
but that's not what we do the podcast. We do the podcast because
we're doing a movie podcast, and today we are reviewing the movie. One of the movies that we're reviewing is Mother. Chris,
the Mother is directed by Nikki Caro. She directed things like The Zookeeper's Wife, McFarlane USA, A Henley Village, North Country, and it's also written by Misha Green. She's written things such as she was a writer for Lovecraft Country and Helix, and also Andrea Burloff, who wrote things like she's a writer for Straight Outta Compton. It was also written by Peter Craig, who does he did like The Town, he did Batman, Top Gun Maverick, Bad Boys for Life, and this stars the ever watchable Jennifer Lopez as the mother.
Now, once the thumb liquefies the eye, it is deftly and immediately replaced by the forefinger.
Also, Lucy Pays plays Zoe, the child in the movie. Omari Hardwick plays Cruz.
There is no secret.
Joseph Fiennes plays Adrian.
Thomas, if I could write the beauty of her eyes, I was born to look in them and know myself.
Also, and Edie Falco shows up for a minute.
I think we should be friends.
And also, this also stars Gail Garcia Bernal, who I love. Jesse Garcia is Tarantula, Paul Rousey is Johns, and Violence Nat Jones is Sonia. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for the mother?
Yeah, I'm sure I can do this. I don't know. Let me practice it a few times. Me. All right. While fleeing from dangerous assailants, an assassin comes out of hiding to protect her daughter she left earlier in life.
That sounds right. This is a very formulaic movie.
All right. This is what I'm going to say about this movie.
Okay.
All right. Should I just jump into it? Should I just go for it?
I have bad things to say about it, and one of the things I want to bring up right away is that the cinematography. They had this weird thing to where everything was blurred around the edges. Like, I don't know if you noticed. I thought there's something with my TV. No, it's just the way it's shot. It's so fucking weird.
It was so weird how it was just like fuzzy everywhere on the side of the screen.
And it's a stylistic choice, but I think a poor one. Like, this is
And I mean, I get that you're trying to do something. You're trying to do something stylistic, but literally. Okay, let me just
Yeah, verb.
Yeah.
It fucks with the kineticists in the movie. That type of stuff. It fucks with how punchy I feel like this should be, but it's not. It's not as punchy. Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez she's good at singing. I'm not gonna deny her pop songs that she's made millions and millions and millions of. She seems like she's somewhat of a good person.
Yeah.
What I can gather from what I see here and there. All right. She should not be in a movie playing a person that has no emotion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's
okay. Because in this movie, her lack of emotion did not seem like lack of emotion. It seemed like lack of acting skills.
You're right. Because she's a great actress. I mean, Selena Fucking
Selena was
fucking
not just Selena. We can go closer. We can do Hustlers.
Yeah, I was about to say Hustlers. Yeah, she's great in that.
Yeah, like one of my favorite movies of all time. Like one of my not all time like top 10, but in my top 100 at least is her and Vince Vaughn in The Cell.
The Cell, yeah, The Cell's good.
Oh, I love The Cell. It's one of my most, and she was great in that movie. She has acting. She can do acting in this movie. I did not feel it.
Yeah, and I don't want to say this is like god awful, but it's not good, man. I watched this downstairs in my basement with the sound system on to make it as bombastic as possible.
Like, Chris has a full theater in his fucking basement, guys. I mean, I'm not joking.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the theater carpet, he's got the popcorn, he's got he's got a big screen, curtains, it can black
projector,
out.
Projector, yeah.
It's a theater.
Yeah.
It's literally an in-home theater that he built himself.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, if he's saying that it did not look good or something, man.
Yeah, like so one of the things I glom onto characters when I watch movies like this. So I loved Cruz's character. Honestly, I thought Cruz was great. But everything else about this, Joseph Fiennes plays like I was saying, these the thing that bothered me most about these two villains, right, is what the fuck is their motivation? Why are they doing this? They spend millions of dollars on trying to get the mother. And for what? It's not like they just,
I mean, they kind of explained it as like a revenge plot.
But no, like they're saying she lost them tons of money, but they're spending millions of dollars going after her. At a point, cut your losses, right? After 15 years, I guess. I don't know, man. It just didn't make sense to me. Like after that, like to me, it was just like, man, like what do we do? Like, why would you go about doing this? The motivation was questionable to me. Now there are some action-packed moments in this for sure. There's a good car chase, I think. There's some really action, but honestly, this is something you don't watch intently. You're cleaning the house. You're walking around the house where you're watching this. Like to me, it's just not very good, man.
You know what the thing is, though, man? I'm going to tell you this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is on Netflix, right?
Yeah. So it's fucking, if you have Netflix.
This is the #1 most streamed movie of 2023.
Man.
I hate to say that to you, but it's an actual fact. It's in my news segment somewhere. I just grabbed it but now I don't have to talk about it later.
Yeah.
But, all right. People tried in this movie.
Yeah.
And I got it. The thing is, J-Lo, if you ever listen to me ever, or my podcast ever, let me just make it to you straight. This was not your character.
No, man. And I think part of that has to do with... So this reminded me just a little bit of Bird Box. Like, you get this premise that people or mothers, especially, are going to glom onto me like, yes, I would do anything to protect my child or whatever. And maybe that's just the idea of it they like. But to me, this isn't very good, man. It bothered me. It bothered me, this movie. And I came upstairs after I was done. And we was like, how was it? She had no interest. And I was like, not very good. Not very good. It's not. I stopped short of saying it's boring. But there were some parts I was bored to tears at, for sure,
And it's not that it's not that it was boring. It was just like there's...
Did you care about anyone in this movie?
One person.
The only person I really cared about was Cruz, because I liked him. That's the only person I really like in this movie. I thought there was no chemistry between the mother and Zoe. I didn't think that was believable. And guys, when it comes to actors being bad actors, I don't think that's necessarily the fault of the actors. I think it's the fault of the director if they can't get the best performance out of the actor they have.
Yeah, like there was things that was going on that it was just like there were so many things that in this movie that I was like, just like, okay, I know I'm supposed to care here. I know I'm supposed to think this is a good moment. But I didn't. Like, One, when the daughter comes back or whatever, so when mom and daughter get back together.
Yeah.
Okay, I know J-Lo is trying to play like she didn't give a fuck.
It really seemed
but
like...
that's not what it seemed like. It just seemed like she didn't know how to act. She didn't know how to act cold to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think this was just Jennifer Lopez. This was not your role. All right. This was not your role.
No.
I can show you what your role is. Your role is something like this, and it's awesome. It's fine.
as Ben Affleck's wife. That's his...
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Don't put that in my mouth. Don't put that in my mouth. I don't think someone's just somebody's wife. Yeah. I don't. You know me. I'm one of those guys who do not believe that. But maybe she was better in this role.
Oh no. No. But Jennifer Lopez.
Your favorite movie? Oh yeah.
Gee. Life wasn't.
But anyway, yeah, it was just.
It's not very good, man.
Look, everybody got lost in this movie.
Yeah, everyone did. Everyone got lost.
Everyone got lost. Like, I don't know if it wasn't direction. Like, there were spots. There were spots where I was like, okay, that makes sense. That was cool. That was kind of cool. There was spots.
There was one time I actually said "oh fuck" out loud, but that was the only time I said it in the movie.
Like, there's a main character at some point gets shot and killed. I'm not gonna say who, when, where, what, anything. But there's a main character or a character that gets shot and killed. I felt nothing. I was just like, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, that's it.
Or she's dead.
Yeah.
You know, and whatever. You know?
Yeah. It's just I didn't much like it. And I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sure people really worked hard in the film, but it didn't hit me in ways that it should have. And that's The Mother. It's
yeah. This movie gets the largest. The Mother achieves Netflix's largest film opening weekend in 2023. The Mother amassed over 83.71 million hours of viewership.
God damn. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I mean, man, if you're stoned and you just want to relax and watch a movie, that's what this movie is.
If you're doing stuff around the house, if you're vacuuming or like cooking dinner,
because if you miss something, it's not really a bad.
No, you don't really like. The plot is so fucking senseless that you don't really need to know it. Like, all you need to hear is what Neil said about it, and that's all you really need to know about the film. If you're just doing something, like I said, I'm sure you call it awful. I didn't like it, but I'm pretty critical. I think that it's whatever, man. It's fine. like that's all I can say about it.
Yeah, it's fine. We tried.
Yeah.
Well, what's the movie about? I don't know.
It was painful to have to watch it like intently, like I do all movies. Like, so that's the problem with it. The Mother though.
Are you the problem with it?
Yeah. This is on Netflix. So you guys don't want to waste your time doing that, be my guest. But we don't say we didn't warn you.
All right, so let's give some quotes and move on.
Yeah.
You don't know how bad this gets. I know you're in there. Did you think you could hide from me? What are you? What you are to that child is a death sentence. Did you find God or something? No. Civilization is built on the little things. Want me to tell you what he said? Let me translate it. So you're not just Barb. Oh, so you're not just barbed wire around a fence, around a fist, are you?
Have you ever thought about doing that, by the way?
What?
Wrapping your fist in barbed wire so you can punch someone with it?
Yes, I've done it before. You sold your soul to the devil. How do you still look so good?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of things that look like a car commercial. Or they're like just trying to accentuate J-Lo's sexiness in this, like yeah, it's weird.
It was because she's supposed to be this dark, sinister
character, and we get this,
Hitman.
and then we get like, then they're like, "Oh, this the most tight fitting thing she could wear." We're like, okay,
you're not me, and I don't want to be you. Keeping you safe doesn't make me a bitch. Every time I look at you, I'm scared. Just give her this when it's all over. A woman like that, you got to pay attention to what she does, not what she says. Don't hesitate to take your place in this world. You burned down our whole world just for her. That's it.
One of the things that also this movie is missing is any sort of levity or comedy or humor. Like with a movie this so unquote serious, I think to really elevate something, you need a bit of humor. You need something. And this didn't have it. But
I don't know if it needed humor or what it needed, but it's missing a big piece.
Yeah,
it's missing something. One, I just don't believe J-Lo as a cold-hearted assassin.
Did you get a TV movie out of this as well?
Oh my gosh, I did. I didn't want to say that out loud.
I mean, and it's on a television service, but Netflix, they want to really push the idea that they have, big screen worthy films you can watch from home. And this to me felt like TV movie. And it's because of that.
This was not good.
Because
all
that,
right.
It's a
What's your rating, Chris?
2.8 for me.
Give me the rating.
2.8.
So it's above an STD. You're at least going above an STD.
Barely.
All right. I have to, man. I have to give this STD, dude.
Oh, what'd you give it?
I gotta give this a 2.5.
Oh,
I have to this is an STD. This is something to do.
Something to do for sure.
To be honest, and this is why it hurts me so much.
Mm-hmm.
I just recently saw you in a movie where you kicked so much ass in Hustlers.
She was so good. She was so good in Hustlers.
Oh, that movie was so great for her. She is a good actress. This is just a bad movie or bad directing or bad direction. Nobody, I don't know if anybody's heart was in this movie. If they were, I'm sorry. I don't know if this was just a paycheck. I don't know what happened here, but something happened. Y'all effed it up, and that's all I have to say.
And the thing is, like, so guys, if you don't know, we rank movies from 0 to 5. 5 is life changing. 0 is we should have killed ourselves while watching it, and anything below 2.5 for us is an STD. There's something to do from our name, and not a whole lot of movies get that honor. But you know what, Neil?
I might give it lower. Just keep talking about it, man. But
all right.
Rotten Tomatoes, man. Let's go.
Okay. What is guys? RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for The Mother?
Audience score?
Audience score.
42%.
No, man. 72%. There's an audience says too.
Holy shit! What does it say?
The mother may not deserve Jennifer Lopez, but she still makes this pretty ordinary action movie worth watching. Okay. Now, what is the mother? The critic score for The Mother?
56.
45.
Damn! I should have stayed with the 40s.
Critics' consensus is The Mother is a welcome opportunity to see Jennifer Lopez in action hero mode, albeit one that's frustratingly content to coast on genre cliches. Oh yeah, I saw this. I've seen this movie before. I have in a ton of other movies, and that's the problem. Mother's not good. It's not good, guys. You can watch it if you want. I'm sure there are things you haven't seen out there that are way better than this. And Neil said if you're high, maybe you'll like it.
Maybe you'll like it more than I did. I really wanted to like it, though. I really wanted to.
Me and Neil, we don't watch things in inebriated the first time because we want to give honest reviews of it. But
yeah. And this one, I should have been doing bong rips.
Yeah. Neil should be like,
I should have been just doing fucking bong rip after bong rip, and maybe then they would have got a higher rating. But at that point, that's all I got.
All right, that's The Mother on Netflix.
That's your mother. Your mother.
Your mom.
Your mom. I'm doing your mom. Doing your mom. Doing your mom.
Is my mom watching this?
Straight up. Nobody's watching right now. So it's fine. Everybody jumped off. I think it was all because of J-Lo.
Yeah, it must have been. Here we go. News.
Chris! News! This is the movies that don't suck and some of them news. I tell Chris stuff because he's blind in one eye from that one time that he tried to jerk off and hit the wrong spot.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened.
All right, Chris.
I'm ready.
Let's get the sad stuff out of the way.
Okay.
We're now on week 3.
Oh, the writer's strike, right?
Of the WGA strike. We might get some additives to this. Oh. It might just not be the Writers Guild of them. It also might be SAG might be joining, because SAG is now in negotiations and they're not going too well. SAG's negotiations are starting on June 7th, but in order to reach an agreement, they have to reach it before the end of June 30th. If the writers' agreement and the SAG goes on, Chris, next year we might be reviewing old movies. Like,
yeah, I know the Deadpool shut down. They were filming Deadpool 3, and he apparently you can't do like lines that hadn't been written in the movie, like so he can't riff like you.
And they're all about improv in those movies.
Yeah, and so you can't do that. It's shut down, which is fine, man. Like I hope these writers do what they're asking for. I hope the actors do what they're asking for. But you know, I remember the last time it happened and Conan was on the air. He just did shows where he just went out there and danced the whole time. And
look, man, stop being greedy assholes. All right. I mean, and this is not just to the people about the writers' strike, but this is like literally across all of America. Look, guys, if you were just less greedy assholes, this country would run great. Because guess what? Look, this is my house. This is my place. And between me and my wife, we don't make over $100,000 here. We don't even come close to that.
Right.
And guess what? Fucking satisfied and happy as hell.
Look at you and I. We're on a podcast. Like,
people don't want the whole pie. People just want a little slice.
Yeah.
And that's what America is all about. So I'm just going to take that, put that as it is. Let's move on to some of the greatest news I've heard all week. There's a man, and you don't know him, but I know him, and he's one of my favorite fucking pro wrestlers right now. His name is Seth freaking Rollins, and yes, that's how his name. Seth freaking Rollins. He comes out every week in a new suit. I'll send you some pics between us, and you'll be like, okay, I see. This guy's like the Joker come to life. Actually, he came out dressed like Joaquin Phoenix Joker on one pay-per-view.
Oh.
Why am I talking about this guy, Chris?
I don't know. Is he doing a movie?
He's in a movie. He has been secretly taken pictures of by somebody on the set of Captain America: New World Order.
Oh, he's in that.
He's in it. Seth Rollins.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Are you excited for the new Captain America movie?
Dude, I'm excited. I love the whole Captain America history, all of it. And I really like Anthony
Mackie,
Mackie is like an awesome guy. All right. Here you go. Are you ready for this?
Of course I am.
A movie. Here's the cast. Rebecca Pidgeon, Courtney Love, Shia LaBeouf, John Travolta, Viggo Mortensen, Al Pacino.
Courtney Love's in this?
Yeah, dude. This movie is called JFK's Assassination.
Is it is it what I think it is?
It is Dave Matthews. It's a movie that they're going to be filming.
Yeah.
That literally has that entire cast in it. It's based on the assassination of JFK.
I wonder who's going to play Jackie Onassis.
Duh, Courtney Love.
Really?
No, I mean, why would you have her? I mean, you don't want to make her look like she's a crack out whore. I mean, I'm not saying Courtney Love is. No, I'm not saying she's a crack. I'm not saying she killed her husband. I'm just saying that maybe she held a shotgun. Anyway, moving on.
She fucked Woody Harrelson in the jacuzzi and the way people versus Larry Flint. You remember that?
Yeah, dude, that's a good one. Anyway. Of course I remember the People vs. Larry Flint. That's literally one of my favorite movies of all time.
I didn't know that. Really? Okay.
Yeah, that is like literally Edward Norton, Woody Harrelson. Oh my God, yeah, that movie's awesome. Anyway, Jackie Chan is returning to a franchise he hasn't been a part of in a while.
Rush Hour?
No.
Is that like the one with Owen Wilson? Is it that one?
No.
What is it?
Karate Kid.
What? Oh yeah, he was in the one like the last time. Yeah,
he was in the remake. Remember when Jada Smith?
Yeah, Jaden Smith.
Yeah, Jada Smith or Jada Smith?
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. Yeah. So he is in talks to return to the Karate Kid, playing the sensei.
I never saw that one with who he was in.
It was all right. It was all right. It wasn't.
It
was an American kid moves to Asian country.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Jaden Smith, man. I guess I don't like him.
Yeah, well, that's your thing. Eddie Murphy's in talks to play the Inspector from Pink Panther in the new Pink Panther reboot.
I just wanted to get back doing some stand-up. That's what I want.
I know. I miss the old Eddie Murphy Raw.
Yeah.
Award-winning. Go ahead.
Raw is definitely not okay to do today. But
no, and Delirious either.
Yeah, but there's still some genuinely funny parts in it that aren't completely homophobic.
Super offensive.
Yeah.
That aren't super offensive.
Yeah.
Award-winning Jennifer Coolidge and Brian Cox are going to star in a new crime comedy called Riff Raff.
I like the name of it.
Yeah, I like the name of it too. Riff Raff is set as a crime comedy, the latest directorial endeavor from Dito Montello, who previously worked on the drama Guide to Recognize Your Saints. They starred Shia LaBeouf, Shanna Channing, and Robert Downey Jr. in 2006.
You said this has Jennifer Coolidge in it?
Yes.
She's getting like a sort of like a renaissance because of the White Lotus, you know?
Yeah, dude, of course.
Yeah.
And she deserves every minute of it.
Yeah.
Because she seems like, again, another actress that just seems like they're a good person.
The thing is, like, everyone from my generation and part of yours know her mostly from Stifler's mom from American Pie.
Yeah, she's the original MILF.
Yeah.
She is the original MILF.
Yeah, but she's good in everything she does, honestly. So
Johnny Depp was very surprised to be cast as King Louis the 15th. He goes, I don't understand why they casted me. I am a hillbilly from Kentucky.
He doesn't look like a hillbilly, personally.
No, he's not. Thank you, Johnny. I love you for saying that. I know you're a humbled guy, but man, come on, dude. Let's just be honest. You're Johnny fucking.
But I heard his teeth are terrible. That's what I heard.
Whatever, dude. He's done a lot of drugs. Whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, and he won't lie to you. I bet you if he was in the same room with you.
But apparently,
I mean, he still hangs out with Marilyn Manson. I mean, come on. Marilyn Manson's not a sober dude, man. All right. I mean, I love Manson. I love Manson's music. I love his anti-authority. You know.
But the people are saying he's done some stuff, and I don't know.
Who?
Manson.
Yes, he's done all of it.
He's been raping girls in the dungeon, like people were saying.
I don't know. Probably. It's Marilyn. do you see the guy? Raped by playing with a train set by his grandpa when he was a kid. Yeah, believe me. Why there's old porn being splashed on a screen in the basement. Like literally, guys. There's sometimes when things come up about people that I'm just like, yeah, makes sense. Anyway, Johnny Depp got a 7-minute standing ovation at the Cannes for his Cannes Film Festival for the movie.
No, you and I, we need to get a press pass to that so we can go to it.
I would go to any film festival if anybody ever allowed me.
I'll let you.
I have not been to any film festival ever.
It's gonna happen. I promise.
Yeah, sure.
Next year it will. Make sure it happens.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Yeah. Hey, if you play the game Dead by Deadlight, Nicolas Cage is going to be added to the multiplayer horror game. So everybody, you're going to get Nicolas Cage in there to play. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
That guy whose name I can't say and Juno Temple are both added to Venom 3.
Hold on, I'll get up and you keep going.
Yeah, no. This is what I'll do. I'll send it right over to you.
Okay.
Your things right here. You tell me you could pronounce this name.
Okay.
You pronounce this name, and I'll. Hey, you ready? There it is. Look at that. Can you pronounce that?
Hold on, is it my Facebook? Is that what you sent it to?
Yeah, it's on your messenger.
Chiwetel Ejiofor. Oh man, Chiwetel.
Yeah,
Ejiofor.
exactly. The dude that was opposite of Doctor Strange in the original Doctor Strange. That guy.
Chiwetel Ejiofor. Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And Juno Temple have now been added to Venom 3, so more reasons to watch Venom 3, I guess.
I mean, I love Juno Temple like even more now because of Ted Lasso. I'm just like so in love with her.
I know Juno Temple's been awesome, and she's awesome. If you ever see interviews with her and Hannah, who plays the boss,
Yeah,
the owner of the team,
Rebecca.
yeah, that plays Rebecca. Oh my God, they in real life.
Oh, they're like the same people.
They love each other. They love each other, and you can tell it. It's awesome. Everybody, Rust the movie has wrapped filming, and no one else has died. So let's be happy.
Congratulations! When the movie comes out, it'll be like everyone wants to see it because someone died while making it. You know, and it's just I'm glad that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I moved past it. Yeah. Anyway, Dave Bautista, one of our favorite wrestlers turned actor, if not our favorite.
I just want to hang out. You and I to hang out with him for one night and see what he does.
Oh, dude, he seems like such a cool dude.
I know.
Like he's got a heart like us, you know, like where we just because we always give and people just abuse us constantly.
I want to hold, shake his hand, and then take a picture, so it'll be like a child's hand and a giant's hand.
He's not that big. Okay. He's like 6'4", 6'5". He's only like 5 inches taller than me. Okay. Dave Bautista to star as a dying assassin who puts a hit on himself in the action movie called The Killer's Game.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
I love that idea.
Mm-hmm.
It is by Rand Ruff, who did Second Chance.
Mm-hmm.
Simon Kinberg, who did X-Men's Days of Future Past. Hey. Okay, yeah, I'm there already.
Yeah.
I'm there all day long.
It's almost,
The internet is saying and screaming who they want to play Lois Lane in the new Superman Legacy movie.
Who is it?
Miss Maisel herself, Rachel Bronson.
I see that.
And she's very happy. She said, I mean, look, take everything you read on the internet with a grain of salt is my first piece of advice, but it would be extraordinary to play Lois Lane. I grew up watching Lois Lane. This is incredible, talented journalist who's far from a damsel in distress, and I would jump at that chain.
You know, DC is just like Marvel when it comes to teasing actors. You know, like for example, I still think they're gonna have what's the guy that did The Quiet Place? Jim. And then have Jim play the Mr. Finn, whatever. But yeah, I would be all about her being Lois Lane.
Yeah, definitely. Samuel L. Jackson's in a new movie where he takes lead roles in gripping death roll drama Last Meals. Samuel L. Jackson and Boyd Hallpark will star in Last Meals, a gripping death row drama exploring unlikely bonds and personal sacrifices.
I don't even anything Samuel Jackson's in. My ears perk up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're Samuel Jackson fans, people. Like, all right. So this list of people, it is Al Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino.
Viggo Monstrone, John Travolta, Shia LaBeouf.
What do you love? Right?
No, it's the same movie. I accidentally loaded it twice. That's my fault. Bridgerton star Jonathan Bailey has now joined his The Wicked movie cast.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
Yeah. I mean,
more people, he's from Bridgerton. Everybody knows Bridgerton. All right, so I cannot find any info on this, but it was reported yesterday. The new Hellboy live action movie has completed filming.
We don't know who's in it or anything like that?
Not really much information except for Brian Taylor is directing. Deadpool star Deadpool 2 Jack Kesey is playing at Hellboy. That's all I got. They got no set pictures. I looked for like an hour. I don't know how long I looked, but I looked trying to find more information Got nothing.
The guy's he's done Crank, all the Crank movies, and Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah.
I know who the guy playing Hellboy is, but it was just like, what the fuck? What's going on here? Emma Roberts, if you don't know her, she's famous for the show Scream and American Horror Story, the TV shows. Is playing a disgraced dating show contestant in a comedy movie called Hot Mess. I love that already. In this movie, Robert plays Laurel Mack, a person who implodes in the worst way possible on a widely popular American dating show and must do the ultimate walk of shame back to her hometown. I love where this is going. It's like Sweet Home Alabama. Like, I'm there with you. We'll watch you, Emma Roberts. I'll make sure we watch you. All right. This is when you know your career is going in the hole. I'm going to say who it is and the movie concept. I want you to fill in the actor that is missing.
Okay.
Katherine Heigl.
Okay.
You know, the one that is basically blacklisted in Hollywood.
Yeah, they're talking shit on writers.
It's co-starring in a new rom-com called That's Amore. Who plays the male lead part? Oh, and I will say, big name, billion-dollar franchises. We're talking one of the biggest names in all of Hollywood for the last 40 years.
Oh shit! I'm trying to think of who would do this. It's a rom-com with Katherine Heigl, so
yeah.
And
Christopher Walken might be in talks to come in as well.
But he won't be a love interest, obviously. I don't know, man. You gotta tell me.
John Travolta.
What? Really? He's like a million years old. like.
Right?
Okay. Well,
Nicholas Hoult and Melissa Barre are going to star in a dating show horror movie.
I'll watch that right away.
All day long.
Yeah.
Nicholas Hoult. All right. I know why. So I watched Rainfield again.
Yeah, Rainfield's great, man. Rainfield's good.
Rainfield, right?
Yeah.
I watched it with my wife because it was available to watch it out there in the world, and so we watched it here at home. And I know why it works so well.
Why is that?
Because it was like Warm Bodies.
Oh, it did feel. Yeah, I mean the guy was.
Yeah. Like now that I got to rewatch it again. It was like Warm Bodies, like where he's thinking about stuff and questioning everything of his reality, just like he did Warm Bodies.
He's also very good looking.
I don't know if he's just good looking, but he's like really good at acting.
He's a good actor, yeah.
I mean, like I think he's the only thing I liked about the Token movie was him as Token. The Soka sisters are set to direct Tubi's Festival of the Living Dead. Now, if you don't know what this is, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is actually even though there's been a million movies claiming it, this is George A. Romero's sequel to A Night of the Living Dead.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'll watch it.
It's called Festival of the Living Dead. It's set more than 50 years at the events of Night of the Living Dead, which was released in 1968. The zombie attack has been subject of nostalgia in recent years. But, I mean, dude, look. I like zombies. But we overdid it for so long.
I know, like for example, Walking Dead came out the height of the zombie thing, and everyone's fucking tired of it. Yeah, so...
So two people from Daddy's Home. Do you remember Daddy's Home?
Yeah, that has Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yes, Mark Wahlberg. Do you remember Daddy's Homes 2?
Is it the same? Wait, no, it was with John Lithgow, right? And Mark Wahlberg.
And
Will Ferrell.
Who's the fourth guy? Who's the fourth guy?
Eddie
There was John Lithgow, Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg.
And
who was the other father?
Oh, Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson is to direct Lionsgate's new movie, Flight Risk, featuring Mark Wahlberg.
Man, so did you see Hacksaw Ridge?
Yes.
Yeah, and that Mel Gibson brought out the fucking blood in that one.
Yeah, dude. Way to go, Mel Gibson. Still be acting, still have a good career.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 set the new world record for most prosthetics in a movie.
I'm glad. I'm really happy with that, by the way. I'm glad that they didn't.
Oh! Not only that, they're over 600 million already.
Oh yeah, great. It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
All right, now I want you to guess how many pieces of prosthetics were used in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm gonna say 6,000.
When you give me a real answer, I'll listen to you again.
20,000.
You're getting closer. It is 22,000.
Okay, right.
22,560 were used.
You and I are big fans of like practical effects, so I'm glad to hear that.
I know, me too. Hey, one of my favorite names to say in comic book movie history is returning to the movie. Deadpool 3 is bringing back the one, the only. Can you say the name off the top of your head?
No.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Oh, and her and Yuki will be returning together as in the next Deadpool 3.
I'm looking forward. I mean, Deadpool 3 is. I mean, I love both Deadpool, so I'll be there for 3. I'll be that dude. I'm super excited about it.
Jared Butler's next movie in the Fallen series.
Oh, he's doing another one. Okay.
Paris Has Fallen is going to go straight to the small screen. It looks like this one is being picked up. Oh, okay. Where's that? You said small screen. Oh, it's going to be a TV series. Okay, where? It doesn't say where yet. Maybe they haven't shopped it around yet. But it is in the Fallen series. Olympus Fallen, London is Fallen, Angel is Fallen.
I've only
all
seen
the above.
I've only seen Olympus Has Fallen.
Daisy Ridley, also known as Ray, is going to be starring in a kind of a Die Hard-like action movie called Cleaner.
Is she a cleaner?
It comes from Martin Campbell, the filmmaker behind the James Bond films, GoldenEye, Casino Royale.
Yeah.
The movie will be set in London with a radical activist take over the Shard during an energy company's annual gala held at the tall skyscraper building.
Just like Die Hard.
They take 300 hostages. It's Die Hard.
Yeah.
So way to go. I love her. She's awesome. Skeleton Crew is a new Star Wars show that's going to be coming out. It's going to be their version of pretty much the Goonies.
Okay.
But in the Star Wars universe. Joining them is going to be Joe White.
Okay.
Right. Do you know who that is?
No, tell me. It's like,
did I do that?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mr. Steve Urkel is going to be joining. In the next Mortal Kombat video game, one of the faces that you can download for Johnny Cage is the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin. So you can fight with Jean-Claude Van Damme in the new Mortal Kombat. And last but not least, this one I saved just for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
They're already filming Beetlejuice 2. There's already pictures of the sets and people. Winona Ryder already dressed like Lydia, all that stuff. Oh my
God.
But guess what? They're still adding to the cast, Chris. And guess who they just added?
Who?
One of our favorite actors of all fucking time. One of the creepiest but coolest guys at the same time. He can play in any fucking movie, and you'll fucking go see it this second.
Who?
You want to take a guess?
No, you tell me. Because my head's scrambled today.
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe's in this one?
Beetlejuice 2 now has William Dafoe. They're already filming this shit. Like, literally, there's already pictures going on.
Man.
Like,
you know how excited I am for this, actually? I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this. You got Jenny Ortega. You got Michael Keaton. You got Winona Ryder. Catherine O'Hara. Now you got Dafoe is in this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fucking A.
Yeah.
And that's the news, Chris. Let's get to this last movie. That was the Movies Don't Suck and something news. I told Chris a bunch of stuff, a lot of stuff, because there's a lot of stuff out there this week for some apparent reason.
Yeah.
And now we got to talk this last movie about Ben Affleck.
All right, the last movie called Hypnotic, directed. Hold on.
Exactly. Hugo got it right.
Yeah, Hypnotic, directed by Robert Rodriguez. You guys know Rodriguez. He directed From Dusk Till Dawn, The Faculty, Spy Kids 1, 2, and 3, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Mariachi, Planet Terror, Sin City 2, Spy Kids 4, Machete Kills, Matador, Stalking Dead, Red 11, Alita Battle Angel, and a couple episodes of television. And did the episodes of The Book of Boba Fett, and now he did Hypnotic. And he wrote it too with Max Bornstein. Max Bornstein is written stuff like Godzilla vs. Kong, The Terror, Kong Skull Island, which I really liked.
Okay.
And this stars Ben Affleck as Danny Rourke.
What? What did you say?
Also, Alice Braga as Diane Cruz.
Let's see. Pancreas and kidneys from the diabetes.
Also, J.D. Pardo as Nix.
Camila, listen to me.
Get the hell out of here.
And also William Fichtner as Del Reyne.
Scorcher today, huh?
And this also stars Deo Akane as River, Jeff Fahey as Carl, Jackie Earl Haley as Jeremiah, Zane Holtz as Trout, a bunch of other people. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for Hypnotic?
A detective investigates a mysterious involving his missing daughter and a secret government program.
Now, you text me while you're watching this. And
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck? And then you're like, oh. And what the fuck at the end, too?
All right. This is okay. I'll jump into this. Let me go first.
Okay.
This movie has a great idea. There is a great premise behind this movie. There is a great thought behind this movie. In fact, here we go. Movie fact: Robert Rodriguez written this initial screenplay for Hypnotic back in 2002, calling it one of his favorite stories of all time. Now, I can agree that this story, if done correctly, would have fucking blown my mind. Because I'm fucking messaging Chris, like, I think it was 20 minutes in the film.
Yeah, you were there alone, probably, right?
Yeah. No, there's one other dude, but he was like way.
I gotta be honest, guys, out of the theater, there's no one fucking there.
Yeah.
This movie, I didn't know it existed barely. So
yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't see no advertisements for this movie. I didn't know this movie even fucking existed. This movie didn't get advertised to me until after I started looking it up for the shit that I had to do for the podcast. All right. Now, this movie has a great premise, has a great idea.
Yeah.
It just did not come together. And I am not blaming the acting in this one.
Yeah.
Because the acting in this was actually really good. Everybody played off of each other really well. When the villain came into play, William Fichtner, when he came into play, awesome. I felt it. I felt the way it was going. I understood. But something here did not connect rightly. And spoiler alert, and I don't know if this is a spoiler, whatever. There is a mid-credit scene after this movie that just ruins the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, it ruins it. Fucking like what?
It's like this movie is not good enough that it's getting a sequel.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robert Rodriguez. I appreciate that you work hard in everything you've done. Lucha Underground Wrestling, one of my favorite things you've ever done in my life. Anyway, but this movie just does not make sense. And then when it did make sense, it got to the point where I'm like, you know what? Yeah, there is a little rough at the beginning.
Yeah.
But then when the ball got rolling on what the story actually is, and again, not trying to spoil it, because there is a major twist in this. It's about hypnotic. The best way without ruining it is about people with hypnotic abilities, and that's why it's called Hypnotic. I don't know why that's not in the detailing of this fucking movie, but and it goes down this way. And yeah, this could have been Memento. This could have been like a movie that it's weird, didn't make sense until it made sense. And then when it made sense, you're like, fucking hey, this makes sense. But right when it did make sense, and then everything started going good, I'm like, okay, I get it. Then it just was like, no,
take that away.
Fuck you.
So the thing about Robert Rodriguez is that whenever I see Robert Rodriguez movie, I'm thinking there's gonna be a fair amount of cheese, like when it comes to, and this is like Robert Rodriguez not having the cheese, but trying to make a movie still. Because you told this Robert Rodriguez movie, I wouldn't have known because he has a style. And it's like he made a movie and he's like, I'm not gonna inject my style into this at all. Are you alright, dude?
I ain't a wasabi, Pete.
Oh, dude.
Anyway, continue.
So, I didn't know this Robert movie until like literally a minute before I started to sit down and watch it.
No, I didn't know until it said it on the screen. I didn't know anything about this. I knew Ben Affleck was in a movie. I knew J-Lo was in a movie. I was like, it's the perfect time.
And I feel like if you would have told me after, I would be like, really? Because it has some of his style in the movie, And,
right.
But it's at the thin story, which is there's a story in this. It's cool, but it's pretty thin. And it's.
I like. All right, both of these movies that we reviewed this week, for some reason, they didn't work.
No, they didn't.
All right, the first one we already talked about that one, Mother. But Hypnotic, this one. I don't think it was the acting, because I think the acting was good, but it was just like, I don't know if they tried to overdo it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
But like, that's what I'm gonna say. They tried to overdo it. Like, I feel like it was great. I like in mid movie. I mean, at beginning, I'm just like, okay, this is my thought in the movie, and this is when I started messaging you. It's like, this is a cheesy, shitty fucking action movie, and Ben Affleck is not worthy of this movie.
Yeah.
I really feel like Ben Affleck really wanted to work with Robert Rodriguez, which, who doesn't? I mean, it's Robert Rodriguez. This is Death Proof. This is Sin City.
He didn't do Death Proof, but I'm gonna go on
whatever. It's Robert Rodriguez. He's the guy that works with every time Quentin Tarantino takes a shit. He's the one to help it, in the next stall next to it. Well, like literally.
But I'm gonna be honest, man. So Robert Rodriguez's last good movie was Sin City, which was 22 years ago. And
you didn't see Did you see The Covenant? That's Guy Ritchie. Never mind. Here, give me a second. Well, you never watched one. You don't watch wrestling.
No, I don't. I don't like, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the Machete movies that great to me. I
love the Machete movies.
I know you do. I bet you do. I'm one of the few people who didn't like Planet Terror. Didn't like it.
I like Planet Terror.
I think Death Proof so much better.
The Book of Boba Fett?
I didn't see the Book of Boba Fett. Sorry.
He's the executive producer, which basically means he did everything.
He was director of three of the episodes for sure. That's what it says here. But did you like Alita?
Oh, he did her Haley Reinhardt's music video. I gotta go see that. Haley Reinhardt does my favorite rendition of Creep. She used to be in Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, she's the one that did it with the clown that we went and see,
Puddles. Yeah, Puddles.
Yeah. She did it. She did Mad Mad World with Puddles the clown, and that's one of my favorite renditions. Oh, has a great voice. Anyway, but
going back to Hypnotic. Yeah, something.
He did Adelita Battle Angel.
Yeah, I'm fine with Adelita Battle Angel, but that to me that was
The Mandalorian.
Okay. When it comes to Adelita Battle Angel, that's what I expect from Robert Rodriguez, and he didn't inject any of that style into Hypnotic whatsoever. It's not there, and
there's just something missing in this movie, and maybe it is the style, maybe it is what it is, but there's a good story. There's a really good story here. Robert, hand the script over to someone else to do it, bro. I mean, nothing against you and nothing against your family, because literally I think your entire family was a part of this. Did I put that as one of the movie facts?
Yeah. I think he did.
But yeah, here it is. Literally, family members worked in the film. His son was the composer. His yep, was also a co-writer and producer. Sid was a special effects. His daughter was storyboards, and his son Rocket is editing. All right, guy. Look, dude, you have a movie with Ben Affleck, one of the biggest actors ever in the history of Hollywood. You have J.D. Pardo, and who's one of the main actors in one of the biggest TV shows on TV today, which is saying something because a lot of TV shows on network TV aren't big anymore.
Yeah.
And he's an actual really big one.
Yeah.
You have this cast of just great people.
Heavy hitters.
How could you not make this come together correctly?
Yeah, something was very wrong with this movie. And to me, it's the script is written weirdly. I think it's not as compact and as good as it could have been. There's something wrong with it.
But remember that weird fucking movie that Christopher Nolan did? You know, Everything He's Ever Touched. That weird one, the really dumb one. That was like, is that the reverse time one?
We're talking about Tenet. You're talking about Tenet.
Tenet, yeah.
Dude, by the way, I before you say anything bad, I cannot wait for Oppenheimer. I'm so stoked for Oppenheimer.
Man, whatever. Yeah, I'm sure you'll watch it and have a good time.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
Anyway.
You'll watch it too.
Huh?
You'll watch it too. We're
doing
for the show.
I'll tell you I watched it, and I'll just get some quotes offline and tell you how shitty I thought it was. Anyway.
You like Cillian Murphy.
I'm not going to go watch a 7-hour movie in the movie theater.
You want to see Cillian Murphy, right?
What?
It's Cillian Murphy's the lead in that, and you love Cillian Murphy.
I know. Cillian Murphy's awesome. I know. I'm sorry that he got involved with Christopher Nolan. Anyway, I want to try to wrap this up.
Fine.
Anyway. Good movie, just didn't work out. Anyway, let's get some quotes and get the
okay.
Yeah. And get our scores on this. That's where you go, the park that day. He's got you under his spell. It's so hot, like a furnace. How do you know so much about these hypnotics? Because I am one. He won't stop until he accomplishes what he has been told to do. Bet you never get a speeding ticket. Hands up, jackass. Are you in my mind? No, we are old friends. Hey, do you want some homemade Mountain Dew? My own brew, 100% organic. What is an organic Mountain Dew? All right, anyway. Whatever you're selling, I'm not interested. Don't use my own brain against me. You had 12 runs at this and you haven't found her yet? Well, get ready for number 13. You're the only one who can keep the moral compass pointed in the right direction. Private goddamn property. We love each other so much we know we would find each other again. That's the last one. Yep.
All right. What's your score on this one?
Oh man, the story's so good. It just wasn't fucking. It wasn't there, bro. And I hate to say this, but man, it has to be like a 2.8.
I'm 2.5 actually. This one. So we're reverse like.
You think this is worse than Mother?
Yeah, I do.
Damn.
That mid-credit scene ruined fucking all of the movie. It fucking ruined it. That mid-credit scene just fucking. You guys see this? Stay around for that. You want the whole fucking thing to be ruined for you. Now on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for Hypnotic?
Anyway, has to be. I'm gonna give it 45.
62%.
Okay, what's the thing?
They don't have a thing for them. So, now what is the critic score for Hypnotic?
71.
38%.
Yeah.
Critics' consensus is, although Hypnotic isn't without glimmers of inspiration, the ultimate effect of this often clunky crime caper leave you feeling rather sleepy. Yeah, I get that.
I get that.
All right, guys.
And that's Hypnotic, guys. That is our Bennifer episode. Chris's favorite episode of his favorite couple of all time.
You can find us on Don'tSuck.net. We're on Facebook, Facebook.com/podcast. We're at WTMnet.com. Search our podcast there and find other stuff, cool stuff there too. Go to Instagram at MTS Pod. Go to fucking, what did I say? Yeah, Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're also on Patreon, Patreon.com/MoviesDon'tSuck. We're on Bonfire, Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. And where you find podcasts, you find Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. Neil, what do you do for small businesses?
If you have a small business, send that information right over to email us, message us, let us know. If you meet us in person, let us know. We'll be more than happy to talk to you and promote you right here to our thousands of listeners, our millions of followers, right here at Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. Chris, get out of here.
All right.
That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how hard you try in life, something you made a mistake on 20 years ago can come back and be your wife in 2023. Have a good day.